Alright, I'm going to make a video on this 2008 Sentra. We're going to do front struts, rear shocks, front brakes, rear brakes, drum brakes in the back. So I already got it apart. I got my parts over here. I'm going to go do this. As long as everything's okay and these parts are correct. Here's a part number on one. On the other, they're different, right and left. And then the rear shocks, and those are the same parts. I've got brake pads and shoes. Here it is. And there we go. Get my brake pads. There they are. So I gotta match up all the parts. This is not hard. You got these two bolts here on the strut. Just take off that brake hose, the ABS connector, the steering stabilizer strut link. Take that off, and then there's 3 bolts on the top of this. I'll have to show you that later. But let's put these struts in. Okay, before I drop this thing, let me show you that I tied this knuckle back so it doesn't pull out, because if it falls and flops out, it'll pull the CV axle out of its joint. You see that one has a torn boot, but it'll pull it out, and then you'll spend a lot of time taking that apart and putting it back together. So just don't let it come out. Just tie that back. Take the time, tie it back, make sure it doesn't fall out, and then you'll be good. Same thing on this one. I just tied it. Tied it there, just so it doesn't come out. Alright, I'm going to drop it. Take the 3 bolts out of the struts, and then put the new ones in. Okay, up underneath the hood we got 3 bolts on the strut, so you can see 2 of them, one here and one here. There's a 3rd one. There's an access through that hole right there, but it probably is easier to take this cowl off, take the wiper blades off, and take that piece off, and then access that one bolt. That's probably way easier than trying to wrench it out of there. We'll see though. I'll open it up and see what's going on. take this wiper assembly loose probably. That should give me enough room to work. It's a 13. There it is. Okay. Use my gear wrench. Swivelly. Guess that should have been the first one I took off. Okay, there's one. And two. Okay, this is elementary, but you must look at them and compare them. And what we're looking at is the bracketry. This here, and this here, and this, and this. Make sure everything is in the right position. This one here with this one here that everything matches up. And then when that's good, then you can put them in. See, there we go. This, and this, and that. All right. All right, before I close everything up, let me just get a close-up of everything we're dealing with. There's 2 of the 3 bolts, and then 1 there. That one's not too hard. This side, there's 2 bolts, and then the 3rd one back underneath there. There it is. And then I took these bolts off. That one right there, and where's that? That one right there. So I could get access to it, because you know it's not a straight shot down in there. And I was able to access those. Now I'm going to close it all up and put the bottom in. Then we'll do the rear shocks. Alright, that's it for this side, except for the brakes. We'll do the brakes later. Here's what I used for tools. My dikes and my mechanics wire. Here's a 21 that I used for the bolts on this lower strut, and then this 13 and a 13 also. Oh, I need an extension to show you. This extension. There's the 10 wobbly, a 13 wobbly, and a 14 wobbly. 21 wrench, got my Nipix adjustable pliers, and I got an impact. And that's an 18, that's for the steering stabilizer link. So that's what you need. Okay, where's my screwdriver? I have a screwdriver over here. So I needed a little screwdriver. There it is. Take the caps and the clips off of the cowl. There was a 14 for the wiper blades. So that was it. That's the front struts. Okay, just a couple of quick notes on these rear shocks. It's just going to be real straightforward. Remove that bolt there, and then there's one up there, which looks like I can get a ratchet in there. Probably the best way. And then I got a stiff leg here, or a jack. You'll have to support that rear arm about right under here to take each strut out, so it does the swing arm doesn't fall down too bad. Well, and then your springs will pop out. So yeah, and that's it. Okay, here's the idea behind this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the springs off here, and then we're going to take these two off here, and then we're going to open it up like a butterfly and take it off of there. We're not going to do that bottom spring. We're not going to mess with it because that thing's really tight. So, and then so this one will be attached to the parking brake lever. So we'll take it apart. We'll take this one off, and then we'll be able to take this one off and put new clips on it. Now I'm going to just take this adjuster all the way back in so I can take that other spring off. Come right on. Okay. This. Might as well take this one off too. Spread that clip apart. It's not easy sometimes. There we go. Got it in there. Pliers to hold it still. Get that thing tightened on there. I always leave a little gap for the screwdriver the next time. So get this one in there. Okay, the other stuff is pretty straightforward. Let's go in reverse. Okay, it never fails. I always have to come to the other side and look at this side for reference. You know, I've been doing this for over 25 years, and I still get lost sometimes. So make sure you got a picture of that, or don't take both sides off at the same time. You'll regret it. Always have one for reference. So yeah. So the next step is on the other side to adjust the brake drum, and what you do is you put the brake drum on and off, adjusting the lever until it tightens, and don't push the brake drum on when it's too tight. That's a no-no. So make sure you can get that thing on and off with a little bit of drag, and that's it. You're done. You have to use your own judgment to see how much a little drag is, but if you can move it with both of your hands, then and take it off of there, it's probably good. Just a little bit, you know. It's hard to describe. You'll have to get a feel for it. Just turn it back and forth. Not too tight, not too loose. So that's about it. Alright, I'm going to clean this up. I need to be able to get that thumb on and off. Too far. Okay, loosen it some more. That's good. Okay, that's just a fun little video of this Sentra. Front struts, rear shocks, rear brakes. I gotta get some rotors machined, so I'll have to do the rear brakes another time. That's easy enough. So let me just show you the tools I used for the rear brakes. That spins freely. So does this one. Alright, screwdriver, hammer, needle nose, dikes, side cutters, same thing, these things. A pair of pliers, channel locks, those are important, and my little screwdriver. So yeah, okay, There it is.